We are ready with our next run of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm so excited to see this run. Mr. Underscore Shasta, take it
Alrighty,
away.
hello everybody, and welcome to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We're doing a fun category today where called All Treasure Roads, which are all the challenge stages in the game. There are 57 of them in total. There's a lot, but they go by pretty quickly, so it's okay. They all utilize powers like this one here. This one's Ranger, one of the powers of the game. Also the upgraded version of them too, and all the Malfa mode powers too, and also just powers Kirby sometimes as well. It does all that stuff. It's very cool. This run's awesome. Not using any buffs, not using a speed boost or attack boost at any point in this. Just gonna do the thing, you know. Just plain and simple. So we're gonna start from World 1 and go all through World 6. You can use it in any order you want to. I just do it in World Order because why not? I don't know, why not, you know? Also, of note too, I'm playing this on Switch 2. The Switch 2 upgrade version of Forgotten Land does patch out the main glitch in the run, which is super jumps. So we'll not be seeing those in the run, unfortunately, but we're seeing instead just some combat. That's how it is. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. You also see this game at a cool, crisp 6 FPS to 30 FPS. That's also cool too, and also faster loads. So, yeah. That being said, though, I'm going to go whenever, so I'll give a countdown. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Like I said, first one is Ranger. So, Ranger's new ability to this game, it's essentially, you shoot a gun. It's gun Kirby. We love gun Kirby. That's all it is. I kind of like it, though. It has, the musket gun sort of thing going on. I think his tech is perfect. Matches me. It also automatically targets enemies like that Bernard right there. It's called Bernard, by the way. That's their actual name because it's Saint Bernard. Yeah, there we go. That was good. That was a perfect Ranger. Nice. We take those. Good start. Just gotta get past the Kabus here, and then we're good. That's no issue. But bam! Good start. Hell yeah! Look at that. It's getting close to my best, I think, right? Yeah, but a second. I'll take that for sure. Since these are all individual levels and stuff, oops. There it is. We have to navigate to each one just like that every single time. It's very much a category extension, but it's a very cool one. Because normally you only see these treasure roads in the 100% run of the game, and that's a 6-hour run, longer now with the DLC being out. So yeah. No one's done a full 100% just yet, though. I'm assuming that'd be 8 or 9 hours for this game after the DLC came out recently, but who knows? Yeah, fire simple. We just light the torch there, or not the torch, the rope there, and then let it go, and make sure nothing's blocking it, so we can get to the cannon right at the end and get right to the rare stone we need. The treasure roads in general give you a rare stone right at the end. Those are used to upgrade your abilities. That's the gimmick there, really. That's the biggest reason why they exist in the first place. That being said, though, we're gonna do something a little different here. This is Vent Machine Mouth Kirby, the first Mouth mode we've seen in this run. However, that being said, we're not gonna use Vent Machine for most of this. We're gonna do this just to get past this wall, and now we're just gonna play Powers Kirby for a bit because Vent Machine does not move very fast at all. You can just kind of slide into that bomb block there for whatever reason. It's very tight, but yeah. Almost got the quad Bronabird star there. That would be nice. I've been able to avoid sliding into that bomb block as well, just like previously. Just saved me a little bit of time, but that's all right. Yeah, now we're here, we actually do Vent Machine. So we're gonna use that real quick. And make sure one of these cans gets right past everything, hits the button there, and then we are good. Got one of these Buffalo Horns. Perfect. I got all three. Never mind. Sweet. That was clean. Good stuff. I remember to split because I mostly just been practicing the ILs without my timer up on the side here the last day or so. I gotta make sure I split because I get faster splits because faster loads. You know, I don't know. I gotta do it. All right, this is a tricky one. Cutter has a property where if you grab an object with it, just like that, it will bring it back towards you. That's what the entire treasure road is based on, is that exact property right there. So we gotta make sure to get everything here quickly. Especially this next room, especially in the last room. The last room is very tricky. Everything's on a tight cycle. I missed that. That's fine. That's like the best one to miss, I would say. You can get right here. No problem. There we go. The cycle thankfully spawns in like as soon as you get here, so it's not a huge deal, but I messed that up, and I did not mess that up in practice. It'd be like that sometimes. That's okay, as long as I get this. Nice. Alright, we're good. I'll take that still. That's fine. A fun fact, if you slide near an enemy in this game, it'll like home towards it. I want to make sure I don't slide when enemies are around, like those two Sir Kibbles right at the end. So here's called a dodge roll instead. If I hold R and press the direction, I do a dodge roll in that direction. Simply enough. And it just gets right past those enemies that like slide into an accident. Alright, blinking and miss with a bomb. We have to have 3 switches, or at least a few switches on each one of these. So we just do that. Little bomb bowling right here. Just like that. Gotta throw 2 bombs, make sure the brown birds don't mess me up. I missed my second bomb there. See, that messed me up. Cool. Pass those Gordos. We are good. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. That was good, even still. Cool. 2 more on World 1, then we get to move on to World 2, which has some pretty fun and unique treasure roads. Also, a fun fact with the treasure roads themselves here, you're not gonna hear the same song the whole time. The song actually does change up per world, which is pretty awesome. Or not per world, but for every 2 worlds rather. Here's Coneby and Conemouth Kirby. Coneby is pretty hilarious, honestly, of how they look. These mouth emotes are certainly a thing, and I love them. They're very fun. But yeah, as you can see, I just kind of spikes. It's got a big spike on the top of it, so I just hit the ground with that. In this case, I hit the pipes, which allows me to use the wire to burst upwards. Simple enough. Ow, that's fine. Barely shy of it right at the end. That's okay. All right. One last one here. We got Ice. Ice is pretty simple, straightforward. We're using the like dash track version of Ice to slide on slopes here. Not much more to say other than that. So if there's anything to announce, by all means, go for it.
Well, I just want to push again that we really want to make that milestone met, so we can look at that Kirby the Forgotten Land Ultimate Cup Z. We really want to see that. We really do.
I practiced it. I practiced it for a while. It's gonna be a sick run. I don't know if you enjoy Forgotten Land, which you should. It's the best Kirby game. I'd say you should probably see more of it done by someone who's played this game a lot. I don't know. I like 500 something hours at least in this game according to my Switch Online Switch profile. So, I mean, I don't know.
You heard it. Let's get it met. Come on.
Anything helps.
Go,
it's like $40 away. It's not a whole lot. Like, you can get home today instead of spending $40 eating out. It's fine. Come on. $5 for a coffee if you go out. Like you don't need that. It's okay. Exactly.
For a great charity, because
can you tell us about the charity real quickly?
Why not raise money for charity? Sure can. Oh, it closed my blurb.
Oh no.
That's great.
Well, in that case, I can talk about Hammer real quickly, and the fact that normally with Hammer on this treasure road, I've used something called a Hammer Super Jump, which allowed me to essentially gain as much height, like a lot of height in one go with Hammer. But I can't do that anymore in the Switch 2 version here, unfortunately. They did patch that in some way. I think it was FPS like dependent, because this game now runs at a higher frame rate, going from 30 to 60s. I'm pretty sure that was the case there, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that one doesn't save a whole lot of time anyways. It saved like 5-6 seconds at most, I think. So it's not a huge deal. Losing in later treasure roads, though, is a huge deal, unfortunately. And even with a faster load time on the Switch, just runs now slower due to it, and that's how it is. That being said, though, it's still pretty cool. This run is actually like super sick. I do like this run a lot, personally. Oops, I did that wrong. though. Earthquake. So Drills has a property where if you circle an object like that, you just kind of... Oops, there we go. You just kind of like make an earthquake happen. Does a lot of damage, and it's really cool. Also, you pop at the ground and do damage with Drill that way. Drill's also new power to Forgotten Land. I like it a lot, personally. Let's do that. I did not mean to hit that. I didn't know that would hit that drill me there. Okay, sure. Before this game
Yes, that
hell
sounds
yeah.
like
Before this game I'm talking about it real quickly. Before this game came out, I thought drill was gonna be like a really good movement power as well, considering how like fast how fast it like goes forward with the drill itself. But like, it's not as good as I was hoping it would be in the end. How would you survive that? You are silly, Scarfy. How dare you? Ah, okay, we're good. Cool. I'll try to split. Alright, next treasure we're going to do is Volcano Fire. Volcano Fire is one of the harder ones for me personally. We have to light a bunch of torches along the way, and it's very precise to do so while still making the cycles we make. But overall, Volcano Fire is one of the best powers in Forgotten Land, in my opinion. And it's one of the ones we are forced to unlock normally in like the 8% run of the game. You have a choice of unlocking either Chakram Cutter or Volcano Fire when you get like out of World 1 in the game, so yeah. I have a lot of experience with Volcano Fire. Volcano Fire is very cool. That being said, I am beefing it right now. Hold on. Alright, there we go. A few more torches here. Get that one. Bop, bop. And bada boom, bada bing. We'll go with that. There we go. Okay. Nope. Missed that one. Get these last two. Like that. Bada boom. Aye! Wide Gordo. How dare you? I love the wide Gordos, by the way. They decided to make Gordos from regular Kirby, but wide, and I love that. They're the best. I love them. Hey. There we go. Right across the world, right over here. Get a normal treasure. This one, there's not much to explain here. They want you to slide all the way. There's a bunch of Scarfies all around to make sure you don't slide all the way across. Afterwards, they want you to get a invisibility candy right at the start of the level. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to go straight to the end after this. So, if there's anything to read, like plugging the charity, for instance, now'd be a good time. Oops.
Of course.
I did that wrong.
So we are raising money for Girls Makes Games. Girls Makes Games believes in providing every girl and woman with the opportunity to discover the potential and talents through gaming and game development. With your donations, you're able to contribute directly to the Girls Makes Games Scholarship Fund that provides girls and women with the resources and opportunities to pursue careers in gaming through Girls Makes Games' many programs such as their college scholarships, summer camp scholarships, and their new mentorship and internship programs.
Sounds pretty awesome to me, honestly. Get your donations in, everybody. I want that instead of Med. I really do. I did practice it. It's gonna be awesome.
I was gonna say, if you really wanted to make the donations fun, you could tell me your favorite version of Kirby, your favorite power-up with Kirby, anything
Give me a
about
favorite
Kirby.
power-up, honestly. That's a good one always.
Or you can give me trivia.
My favorite power-up in all of Kirby, personally, is Jet Kirby from Superstar and Super Ultra, and Planet Robot. It's also in that game, too. I love Jet Kirby. High Jump in Nightmare Dreamland, like the run that was commentating earlier today, also a very cool one. I like that one a lot. In this game, personally, though, it's gotta be either Tornado, like in general, or Space Ranger. Space Ranger is a lot of fun. It's like, imagine like the Ranger Kirby you saw earlier, but like tiny little space helmets and like a little pew pew blaster. It's very good. You'll see it later on the run, of course. Speaking of Tornado, here's Tornado right here. Tornado has a cool property in this game where if you start using it, you don't lose any heights. So you can kind of use that to sequence break normally in the run. Of course, here we do this. Go across this gap here, no problem. In full game run, we avoid like a lot of this stuff. Like we're able to just like go right over like everything like this, and it's so cool. Tornado's broken this game. There we go. I didn't do that the best way, but you know what? I still did it. That being said, now we have, in my opinion, the worst treasure road of the entire game. This is Chakram Cutter. It's not very good. I don't like Chakram Cutter. Not because of the power itself. Power itself is fine. It's because of the way they designed this treasure road. So the way they designed it is you need to be hit these switches like this. Chakram Cutter has a property where like you throw two chakrams like this. It's multiple switches, but sometimes that can just happen. So yeah, no, it's not good. But once you do that for the entire thing here, and it gets even worse later on, because they'll start putting enemies in your way, like these Kabus here, for instance, or like these Turkibbles. And of course, you have this cycle here you gotta make, which is very hard to make in the first place. If you press B, oh, why not go that way? Okay, there. If you press B near an enemy, it will just call a final cutter, where it just does like a whole different attack entirely instead of just like throwing the chakrams like this. And it's very easy to do that in this treasure road, like all over the place. It's a mess. I don't like Chakram Cutter's treasure road. Power itself is fine though, but like, yeah, not a fan. Now here's the treasure road I totally forgot to practice until like 10 minutes before I started. But it's Stairmouth. This is why I need to know what to do on, because it's all puzzles. It's a big puzzle. Stairmouth, of course, you see the stairs right here. That's us now. We are stairs. Hooray. So it's gonna climb it and go right up here. And then the last two rooms are all puzzly. That was just like the intro there. So we gotta figure out how to actually make it go, how to get through here and fill the stairs in the right locations, hit all these buttons. Actually, they're wrong. It's supposed to destroy those Raboots there. Not Raboots, that's a Pokemon. I forget what they're called. Right? The rabbit enemies, you know what I mean. There we go. Totally fine. Alright, and now here's this one. We're gonna get rid of you real quick. Gonna do this. Get you over yonder. Get you back. Bring it all the way to the top. Oh, not yet. No, not yet. Did the wrong door. This one first. That's the right order. Because I gotta bring you up here, so I can get rid of that, bring you over there, hit that switch, then bring you up. And now you're out of the way of the other two stairs. Need to move over here, or move over in general. I can go over here, like this, ba-bam, get that. That's out of the way. And finally, we have these. I didn't hit that thing. There we go. You can miss this sometimes. Stair shape and all that. We're good. Shrimple is that. Cool. I'm glad I refreshed myself on that one beforehand. That would have been a very bad one to forget about entirely and not practice, but we're good. We got there. Alright. So I used to go... So I go this now because of Hammer Super Jumps. Of course, in general now, that's no longer a thing. But sort of we're gonna do Treasure Road the normal way, essentially. So skipping the first and third, or the second and third arenas entirely with super jumps. That being said, though, it's only about 15 seconds slower in-game time if you do it this way. These according to like the best times I've gotten so far without using super jumps here. It's not too bad. Also, the music changes now too, which is pretty nice. Love to see a music change. Oh, yeah, of note, by the way, this is also a New Game Plus category, and I can use stuff like rare stones from like the Coliseum and I've gotten from Treasure Roads in the past to like upgrade all my powers and make them more powerful. So, for instance, Hammer's just more powerful now. I can just do that to destroy Bonkers, and that shouldn't be how it normally is, but it's how it is here. But there we go. Alright. This version of Cutter's Treasure Road is Very weird. So there's a property of cutter where if you hold B, you can keep the cutter blade in place after you throw it. That's what utilizes here. So I have to like hold B the whole time while still doing my slide jumps, which is just R then A over and over again. So I have to like kind of have a weird hand position for this treasure road to make it work. Sometimes the cutter blade gets carried away by one of those platforms, but thankfully not that time, so we are good. That was clean. Alrighty. It's bomb time once again. I'm actually forgetting what this treasure road is, but I should have said it out loud to keep the immersion. It's this one. This one's cool. Alright, hell yeah. So we're just gonna do a few bomb throws here, get all the bomb blocks as you imagine. That's what it's for. I think this throws bomb blocks, but in this case, you are mean? Wide Gordo, how dare you? I praised you earlier. What are you doing? First one, you have to hit all three of these. We just kind of hit the second one and make that cycle because of it. Move that bomb block from right down here. Use our iframes to make a bit of spikes, and we are good. Sweet. Alright, one of the easier treasure roads right here, in my opinion. I say easier, but it's because I've done this many times now, but this one's pipe mouth. All you gotta do is press A at the right time to jump. Simple as that. The last jump is pretty tricky, though, I will admit, but yeah, overall it's not too bad. Pipe mouth is pretty straightforward, so I would say if we have anything to plug right now, now's a good time. If there's any donations, maybe anyone from chat donating to make me do the instead of Atro's run would be really cool.
Well, I do want to give a quick plug to the Super Metroid run that is after this. We do have a bid war open for that with his Save versus Abandon the Animals, which right now, Save the Animals is in the lead with $45 and Abandon the Animals is at $14. So we could also do a kind of a 2-for-1 deal, actually no. Like I mentioned way earlier in our hosting shift, we could do a 3-for-1 where we do, because anything that goes toward Bid Wars goes towards our milestone, but also our third win is it goes towards our charity. So it's a 3-for-1 deal.
Let's do it.
Go for it, guys.
I was just gonna mention that about Tiltify if you didn't do it already. So thank you for your job. Appreciate it. Yeah, the cool thing about Tiltify is you can just kind of put stuff towards milestones and incentives at the same time. So yeah, it's very cool. I didn't even do a third one there. I lost all my momentum with that. Let's try this again. So you can do 2 burnings like that, and then like hop upward, like full up upwards like that, and then you have just enough stamina left in order to be able to actually get to the very top and not fall into the pit like I did. There we go. Just a little movement skip there, more than anything else. Unfortunately, second try movement skip, but you know what? It'd be like that sometimes. It's all good. Alright, now it's time for Needle Gaming. Needle's cool. Fun little Kirby Forgotten Land community lore right here. For a while, we really paid much attention to Needle. Then turns out Needle with speed boosts is like really good for movement in general. So after a while, Needle became like actually, funny enough, a staple of the true ending run, which is like 8% plus post game, because this is really good for the post game section, especially. So yeah, shout out to Needle. We love Needle. This treasure road tries to emphasize the property of you like moving faster when you have like enemies stuck to you like that. You get a little speed, you get a little boost when that happens. We try to avoid that a little bit in that one, but you can't always avoid it. Sometimes it is faster to just like get stuck with that, I guess. But yeah. There's Ringmouth. Ringmouth looks very funny if you've never seen Ringmouth before. There's some cycles you have to make here in this one. Hopefully I can make the cycles. It is tricky, but yeah. We just shoot wind. That's the main thing. We just shoot wind like that forward. Second one was I like a toy that was like this growing up. It was like a little fan like shot win just like this for it. It was kind of cool. That's my entire commentary. That's my entire input on Ringmouth. Thanks for watching. Alright, got that. Hopefully this goes pretty smoothly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got it. Nice. Good stuff. Get rid of the buffer horns, and we just slide to the end because it's faster. Good stuff. Good stuff. Pretty clean.
Do you have
Absolutely,
time
I
for a
do.
quick donation?
Go for it.
We do have a $10 donation from Starwind with the comment of, "More Kirby, please. Can you say hi to some Waddle Dees for me?"
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I definitely do that after the run's done with the incentive for sure, because let's go back to Wall D10. I got you on that one. This is just Floor Tornado. Floor Tornado actually has less end lag when like you're out of the animation, which is a pretty cool property of it, I'd say. But overall, it's basically the same as regular Tornado. Did I miss that one? I missed that one. Wait, no, I don't get that one until now. Never mind, I'm silly. I didn't miss that one. I forgot the route for a second. I'm silly. I'm very silly. Alright, I got both of them. That's fine. And bam. Make sure I don't land the spikes this time, and we are good. That's what the main difference between like regular Tornado and Floor Tornado is, just less end lag when you get out of it. Nothing more than that, really. They're both pretty neat, though. Floor Tornado is based off of like Florina, one of the main bosses in this game. Is the first Tornado main boss ever. Fun fact: never been one that gives you Tornado in any Kirby game before this one, but Florina does give you Tornado, so that's pretty neat. Alright, this is a cool one here. It kind of, this one emphasizes the fact that like sword cuts ropes all the time. So we're gonna be getting like 5 of these shards here in order to unlock the teleport right at the end we need. So we cut these ropes, and it's a little puzzle. You want to cut every rope. We want to cut most of the ropes essentially. This one on the right here, don't cut that one. It'll block off the 3rd shard that you need. That's very important. Then we get the right one right here. Like that. Almost missed that, but we're good. We got there. Oh, that's fine. There we go. And last one is right on top of the thing there. Perfect. So much chaos in that treasure room. We just kind of destroy the whole tower we're on. Just bring down the floors one by one. It's wild. But honestly, I mean, that's on them. They probably should have made a tower suspended by ropes like that for each floor. It's kind of dangerous, honestly. It's definitely not OSHA approved. I don't know. Now there's Chain Bomb. Chain Bomb is pretty good. We also upgraded. This is one of the powers we do upgrade ahead of time because it allows me to destroy some of the later enemies at the very end of this section. That's gonna get it. Just get out of here. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there's always flowing water in this level, especially. So like what happened right there? Where I just like kind of waited for a bit to hope the bomb just kind of hit the enemies at the very end. Oh, there. Jeez, that squishy was hecking me a bit. Squishy. Nice. That's fine. All right, get me out of here. Bam. Get those 3. I want to try and aim a bomb right at the center of these cluster of enemies. And here's why I upgrade Chain Bomb's power especially. They take 2 hits to defeat now with bomb instead of like 3 or 4. So that's why like it's important to upgrade the power Chain Bomb especially ahead of time. There's a few like weird powers of that I like upgrade the power of in the Wild E shop ahead of time. But this is one of the stranger ones for that reason. Alright, now we got Light Bulb Kirby. Light Bulb Kirby lights up the dark, of course. We are, of course, in a dark room right here. Look at that. It's a whole maze. There are signs that tell you where to go. But I already know where to go, essentially. And, of course, I can just see a sign in the background. Like that one says go to the right, so we're going to the right. Shrimple is that. So we're gonna go over here. Oops, did not mean to hit the spikes there, but that's okay. Now we have to go to the left. This is what is demanded of us. And then left or right? Left or right? Actually, it's middle. We gotta go upwards this time around. That's where they trick you. Gotta be careful of that one. That's just rank a few platforms here until the very end. There's this set of Gordos right there. It's not a wide Gordo, but it's like 3 Gordos in a row. That usually get me. That one right there. It got me bad though this time. Oh my god, it got me really bad. What the heck? That doesn't normally happen. Okay, well then. What a silly time. Happened again! They're so mean! Look at them! How dare they? How dare they? They were embarrassing me for the nice people. Come on. Ay. Alright, here's one of the cooler powers in this game. It is a single-use power, the only one in the game, Crash. The upgraded version of Crash is called Time Crash. Why is it called Time Crash? Well, check this out. We're stopping time, essentially. Look at that. Every time we hit an enemy, the time stop actually increases a little more, too. So you're intended to just essentially do this whole level in, quote-unquote, 3 seconds because of Time Crash. By just hitting the enemies over and over again and doing slide jumps like this. Yeah, like the goal time for his treasure row is like 7 seconds because of Time Crash. You're supposed to keep it all the way through to the end, which is what we do there, of course. I think it's great. And yeah, look at that. We did it in 3 seconds. We're just that fast. I don't know what to say. We totally didn't stop time or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. All right. One of my favorite treasure roads is after this next one, or after this one right here. But this one's pretty neat too. We're just kind of skating our way through with ice. Actually, I think before next one we can probably like get a donation in or two, or like any other messages to read. Probably a good time for that, I'd say.
Of course. We really want to meet that milestone. Like I was saying before, the 3 for 1. 3 for 1. And you can throw in a little flavor text to the donation of telling us your favorite Kirby power.
Please tell me your favorite Kirby power.
My favorite Kirby power right now, I love Kirby right now. I just love how silly that one
Kobe's
looked.
great.
Just like, when I saw that, I was like,
got LPB, let's go. Yeah, Kobe's awesome. I'm with you on that one.
I just thought that was like, anytime I look at a traffic cone, I'll be like, Kirby? Is that you?
Alright, so here's Claire Needle. You wouldn't think this one would be like a hype power, but trust me, it's gonna get very hype relatively soon. I don't say much more than that until we do the thing, but yeah. But for now, Mr. Moat uses the ability of Claire Needle to throw stuff back at something. Like in this case, we're throwing these Needleous at I forgot what they're called. These giant like hedgehogs. Usually I'm pretty good about enemy names. I forgot what they're actually called though. But yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. You see this third area over here? We're just gonna ignore that. Come on. Oh, so close. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, there's a skip with Claire Needle of all powers. You just kind of do this. And this game is very camera dependent in how it pushes you forward. I'll do it. There we go. I'll take second try. That's fine. It's a very tricky, like, skip right at the end. You get a little bit of a lurch forward whenever you use Claire Needle. And get to them before, like, not gaining any more, like, distance when using Claire Needle. And Needle in general. So you can do, like, 1, 2, and then, like, float upwards a bit to get your height back. 1, 2, etc., etc. And then the camera will push you forward after the third time you do that. And then you just kind of get just enough distance to be able to get right to the end. That's essentially how that works. It's really cool. Again, Claire Needle of all powers has a skip, which is pretty awesome. Not one you would ever expect. It's like the secondary upgrade of Needle in the game. Like it, you know. It's pretty wild. That's why this run's so cool, honestly. One reason why, really. Even though I don't have super jumps anymore, like, you know, I still got stuff like that. You wouldn't normally see that, like, ever. But there we go. And yeah, Pencil Drill is pretty basic, though. You kind of just do that one normally, but fast. With Noble Ranger, this is the second upgrade of Ranger Kirby. We have a little charge. Whenever we do a charge, it shoots like multiple shots at once. So that's kind of what this treasure emphasizes here. We do actually upgrade the power of Noble Ranger a bit more, so like it can just defeat more enemies in a row, which is pretty cool. Can you? Okay, that was weird. Didn't work out the way I was hoping it would, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't do that right. I was wrong one. Just need to shoot you. It's essentially random where they go here. I was early. Okay, I was thinking of that group right there. I completely whiffed. We'll shoot normally here for a bit. That's fine. If I don't have an upgrade here, my normal shots wouldn't do enough damage to defeat some of these enemies. That's all it comes down to. Get rid of these blocks, so it gets rid of them immediately. There's always shots are shooting me as well, but I'm not going to worry about them too much. There was only one left after that, yeah. But just do it right through that platform, we're good. And Noble Ranger's like deceptively tricky in terms of optimizing the treasure out of it. Because you could just do a bunch of normal shots and just by spamming B over and over again. We're going to try for a few of the like charge shots that I was doing. It's a little odd, but it is what it is. This one's pretty straightforward. It's getting all the buttons all the way until the end. Unfortunately, there's a cycle we cannot make right at the end where the buttons go into the wire and back out like this. And we cannot make the fastest cycle there. It's just not in the cards. It's not possible. So, yeah. That's it right now. It's probably a good time for more messages, if you have anything to say.
Of course, of course, of course. Again, want to push for that to get that milestone. We want that milestone. We want the milestone.
Please.
It's a great thing.
I want to do the arena I practiced. It'll be sick as hell. Any arena incentive is really cool for any Kirby speedrun and any marathon. It's so cool. I love it. Please get advanced. Also, unfortunate thing right here, because of the Switch 2 version of the game, I'm pretty sure this is not... You can normally skip, like, hitting the bridge there and still, like, knock it down by hitting the rocks. And, like, you can't do that in Switch 2 anymore, I'm pretty sure. I tested that last night. I'm pretty sure it's impossible. Big shame. I lose, like, a second from that, but it's not a big deal. I just had to say it real quick, because I was just thinking about that. Sorry. You can go ahead if you have anything else to say.
Is that
Yep, it's Kirby. I'm gonna do that again.
Kirby.
There we go. It's my favorite mouth mode power of the entire game. It's so cool. I love Kirby. If anyone subscribed to me on Twitch as well too, post a Shaft Rift in the chat. If not, I'll do it right now. There we go. I love Kirby. Kirby good. Alright, time for Manite Sword. Not the most powerful of all the sword powers, but it is a very good one. Is the second upgrade, if I recall correctly? No, third, because Dragon Sword. So this one has the ability to... It has sword beams when you use it. So I want to not get hit. Just like in Zelda, if you have full hearts, full HP, you get sword beams. It's really cool. Same property carries over right here. For most of this, we're just going to use these sword beams. And the second phase especially is tricky for all these rabbit enemies. They're just kind of hopping everywhere as rabbits do. However, it's bad for me because it's hard to actually hit them if they're in the air. So Kirby is so small. These rabbits are larger. Yep. We kept sword beams in the third phase. That's the most important thing. It's very easy to lose in that second phase. This should be good now until the end, hopefully. But bam. Alright. I think this just gets them. Yeah, we're good there. All the sword powers we upgrade all the way as well because, I mean, look at that damage. How can we not? It's just so much damage.
Oh wait.
Ayo?
Oh wait. I think we just made it to. I think
Let's
we made the milestone.
Oops.
We do have a $30. Oh, we have 2 donations.
Ooh.
We have an anonymous $30 donation with the comment of
Let's
more
go.
Kirby.
Agreed.
And then we have another one from Starwind that says, sorry, I forgot to include my favorite Kirby power. My favorite Kirby, my favorite is Spin Border from
Spin
Epic
Border.
Yarn.
Ooh.
He looks like a cute little penguin.
That's an interesting choice, and I'm here for it, honestly. Hell yeah, let's go.
But yes, we made the milestone.
Love to see it. Thank you very much for donating, everybody. Thank you very much. So now with Water Balloon Kirby, by the way, we're going to be not using Water Balloon Kirby for the rest of this. It's funny enough, after that first section, we just kind of skip the rest. And just go over here. And Forgotten Land is a fun property where you can't float infinitely upwards, but you can just kind of increase your max height when you float if you start a float from just a higher height in general. So for instance, we're going to go on top of these like burning logs and jump off of this, and with just enough heights to get on top of these metal boxes, and we are good. You just skip the rest of this, and not use Water Balloon Kirby at all. There we go. Not too bad at all, I'd say. I had a little menu mishap earlier though. I accidentally went to a different treasure road. Oh, Ranger's back here. That's right. I forgot. There we go. Drill's next. But for now, it's Ranger 2. Like Peggle 2. Anyways. This one's also tricky. Hopefully I can do this, but I feel all these switches on the wall. They're all over the place here. This next one is over yonder. Gotta make sure you are good. I think I got that. I got that. Nice. I have to hit a few of these now. Should hit the one on the left first, but that's okay. Gotta make sure I can hit. Up. I gotta make sure I can hit this one here, which I did not because the cycle's completely off now. Now I can just go over here. They can't stop me. They can't stop me from doing this. They can't stop me from doing that. Like, come on. I can just go over and just hit that. No problem. Especially if my star bullet there. Nope. Don't gotta do that. I can just float over. No problem. The end's right there after all. Might as well be closer to it when we're done. I don't know. This is also kind of a puzzle. This drill treasure road. If you get all 5 of these shards here, and the order to do so is of course up to you entirely. This is the fastest order according to the speedrun at least. We're just gonna go right over here, go right underneath all of this, and I'm gonna pop out a drill after get away from that fence. We'll just do that now. So you'll just get underneath all these spinning cars here. Spin, I guess, whatever you call it. Not really a car. It's like amusement park ride. It's an asset taken from like the third area of this game, which is Wandaria, which is amusement park. It's really cool. But there you go. That's all 5 shards. I'm gonna get right to the end. Get that portal lit up. It's so lit. It's so freaking lit. I'm sorry. Okay. And we're good. Hell yeah. I'm getting best splits all over the place in this run because I have my splits running on the side here, just because I'm playing close to my best, not to my best, while also, you know, having the faster load times to switch to. Here's the final version of Needle here, Crystal Needle. You can't do any cool skips with it, but we can play Katamari at least. That's pretty cool. You know what? Let me just play it for you. Na 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 na. Katamari damashi. Na 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 na. Katamari damashi. Na 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 na. Katamari damashi. Na 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 na. Katamari damashi. Ah! Almost fell off. We're good. That was weird. But we got there, yeah. That was literally just Katamari. I love it. I love Katamari as well. Shouts to Katamari. Great franchise. Looking forward to the new game in, I think, October when it comes out. Definitely playing the crap out of that, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I almost got troll while I was rolling. The rolls roll, if you will. Here's Toy Hammer. This is one we actually... This is a hammer power, but it actually is one that is not affected at all by the Switch 2 change of getting rid of super jumps. We didn't use it in the first place in the Treasure Road. I think in an IL setting, you could possibly have used it. Maybe. But I don't entirely know. Regardless, I mean, that's it right there. You just do that. Hit nails on the walls and the floor, and you're good. All you gotta do. Now it's time for Gigant's Sword. This is the second upgrade of Sword, if I recall. If it's not the second, it's the third one. It should be the second one. It's worse than Meta Knight's Sword, in my opinion. It's larger, it does more damage, but it swings... It's like a lot slower of a swing in general. It's not as fun to use. I think most people agree with that, for sure. Ba-bam! Oops. But yeah, more than anything else though, it's gotta make sure to hit the shockwaves on the ground. And of course, this is one of the powers you upgrade before the run, because it is just really powerful. So we gotta make it more powerful. Alright, I'm glad I got all three of them there. I was not sure if that happened. Now right at the end, we're gonna fight two of these wild edges. The one on the right is always going to go into their shield right at the start. So we're just going to take advantage of that real quickly and just zoop. Oops. There we go. Now if I charge up like this. Oh. After you get them out of the shield like that, they just take more damage for a couple seconds. So we can just kind of charge up a charge swing and just defeat them immediately. Just absolutely decimates them. It's really nice. Alright, so when I say Scissor Lift is a hype treasure road, I'm not kidding you. Scissor Lift is a hype treasure road. If I do the movement here perfectly at the start, like absolutely perfectly, I will save about 8 seconds or so over making a slower cycle here. Let's do it. I have to make sure to hit this Gordo right here so I get damage boosted over. Gotta get out right here so I can go right up this. And then let's hope for the best right here. So we hit that one, hit to the left. We're good. Gotta do this. Get that one. Hopefully get past the cycle here. I did not. I might actually fail this because of that. We shall see. Did I fail because of that? It's gonna be close. Yeah, no, barely. That's a shame. Yeah, so if you do everything correctly, you can barely make that cycle there. It's really cool. Unfortunately for me, I barely missed it, so a little bit of time lost in the end. About 8 seconds gone off my time there, but that's okay. You know, only practice beforehand. It's fine, you know. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so that's a question in chats. You don't have to upgrade powers before the run in this case. This category is just a new game plus category. So, to prepare my file for this, there is a glitch using the hammer super jump in the Wall D town where you can get to a like dev version of the first cup, the Midnight Cup, and you can just like get one rare stone from that over and over again by going through that dev version, which is just one fight and then it's done. You can't do that anymore, of course, on Switch 2, but I was able to use that to farm all the rare stones that you get to upgrade all the powers to be like as powerful as they possibly could be. And that's something I did a while ago to be able to do this run as effectively as possible, essentially. Because New Game Plus category is category extension at the end of the day. All for fun, etc, etc. That's the idea there. In terms of the buffs themselves, like in the like in the description of this run, like the category name. That's because you can like upgrade. You can do like attack boosts and speed boosts and stuff. You can buy those from like the wall detail and all that, and those not allowed for this category, but they're allowed for like the unrestricted version of it. It's the one that does a lot of buffs and stuff. And also has Dragonfire Treasure Road. Dragonfire Treasure Roads, you just have to light the rope right at the start and get rid of all the ice blocks along the way, and then we're good. Simple as that. Yeah, the buffs to the items in town, it doesn't actually like buff your powers at all. It just buffs Kirby temporarily, just for like 200 seconds or so. That's all it is. But like for Dugan plus Foul, I upgraded like certain abilities to be more powerful. All right, here's Buzzsaw Cutter. Buzzsaw Cutter has this property of like going against walls like that and bouncing off of them. This is one I actually practiced a lot beforehand too, because it can be tricky to get this, and like especially do this treasure road quickly. So I'm gonna lock in just a little bit here. Hopefully I can do all this no problem. Just gonna do this. Can make sure it switches that now. So you can go do this one. There's a fast way to do that, but I'm doing it the safer way. Might as well. Alright, this last part is especially tricky for me. I have to make sure to hit only that switch once there. Alright. I'm just gonna do this safely here too. So there we go. Now it's not set for this. That's not the fastest way to do that, but that is the safest way to do that. Make sure I can just complete this. No problem. I'm trying to land there, but I'm currently failing. There we go. Alright, cool. That's still pretty good. Nice. Yeah, like 5 seconds off my best there. It's about what I got in practice earlier, so I'll take that for sure. Alright, so here's a fun little fact. With the 6 FPS change on the Switch 2 version of the game, funnily enough, Ice overall got buffed in terms of its like damage dealing ability. You know, see that in Frosty Ice right at the end. I do have it like upgrade all the way, just like for any power I need to like actually use for like destroying enemies and bosses and stuff. So there is that too, but also because of the way we use ice in this game, it just does way more damage because of the Switch 2 6 FPS buff. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, for now, mostly emphasizing the property of Frosty Ice, where it creates a little snowman right in front of you. If you just like hit the ground with it. But here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold L to shield and just cancel it by pressing B over and over again in a rhythmic fashion. And that just does a lot of damage to this. Look how much damage it's doing. Oops. Like that. There we go. Previously on Switch 1 when doing this run, Mr. Frost there would have to get like fully frozen in order to be able to like do a lot more damage and defeat them quickly. But now, thanks to the Switch 2, I've actually shaved a couple seconds on my best there when I was practicing this. Because we can just destroy them super fast, to say the least. Yeah, now we're in the final world. This is the final world here. We have it has the most treasure roads, of course, out of all of them. We're gonna start Homing Bomb. I think someone said earlier that was their favorite in this game. Homing Bomb is pretty cool, except when it does that. That's not as cool. Stop it! I was not expecting that. It's pretty neat though. I do like Homing Bomb as well. Oh my god! You're so wrong, game. Please. I'm getting trolled here. I swear I like this power. I'm sorry. I swear it's a good copy ability. Ah, please. Okay. I'm glad I got one bomb up there before I missed that cycle. We're good. Cool. I'm glad I got one up there in time. That was a little tricky in the end. It's fine though. We're good. We're good. All right, Blizzard Ice is very straightforward. This treasure run emphasizes the ability of Blizzard Ice to just kind of ice skate over anything, including lava. So we're gonna do that for the entirety of this, and I'll sneak in some slide jumps like this occasionally. But for now, though, it's probably a good time to read off any messages, any donations possibly, any plugged in charity, etc., etc. That's a good time for sure.
Of course. Since we met that milestone, We still have the bid war open for save or abandon the animals. We still have saved the animals with a really, really, really strong lead. Well, hey, that is out of date. Let's refresh that screen. I believe now, yes, save the animals is at 90.
Nice.
Holy moly. And abandon the animals is at
Dang.
14. We don't want to abandon those animals.
It's very mean.
That is. But that is.
But also, I mean,
it has a pretty good lead.
you could ban the animals considering it's faster. I'm just saying. I mean, do you want the Rhinos to PB?
True.
I mean, they could PB, and like, we could be responsible if you know, for them not PBing if they have to save the animals. I'm just saying. Oh wait, no, abandoned animals is losing it, right? Is that losing? Yeah, never mind.
I'm not totally sure. We'll have to wait and see though. Huh. We'll have to make it a true race. Do you really want to see if we could save time?
That's what it comes down to.
Time?
The classic speedrun question right there. Do you want to save time or do you want to lose time? that is the crux of that bid war, and I do love it. Oops. Yeah, you're Space Ranger. It's my favorite power in the game. This or like just Tornado in general, honestly. Space Ranger is really cool. As you can see, it just kind of has a large splash radius because you kind of shoot this little zapper here. If I charge up all the way, this little vortex comes out, which is really cool too. All right, cool. I got trolled a bit by some of the canes there, but that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. And nice. I love the helmet. The helmet's great. The helmet, the little zapper, it's all adorable. It's good stuff. Here's the second Conby one. There are two of them. This is the second one here. We go all the way. As you see, the end is right over there behind us. We're gonna go all the way around the tower and go all the way to the very end. There was a skip found for this, funny enough, but does require using a buff though, if I recall correctly. We're just having an IM in like the IM slot in the top left right a time, but it's also frame perfect. And this game runs at a faster frame rate now, so it's even harder now to do that. So I'm not going for it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think you can blame me on that one. Alright, just gonna wait here for the cycle. I think I made a faster cycle there, but I could be wrong about that. I'm probably wrong about that, actually. I'm gonna make that cycle there. And go right over here, and go to the end. There it is. Oh no, I was on cycle. We're good. Cool. We were good. Nothing to worry about. Oh, we're not here. Okay, twin drill's down here. Down's a little strange. I probably should twin drill first, then go to the right, but it's fine. This is the full upgraded version of drill. Let's go zoop. Oh, almost got that. We're gonna mostly be in the ground for this one. Just gotta hit some boxes and other stuff like that along the way. I'm gonna try to be out of the ground a bit at the end during the last section, just to save a little bit of time on movement and stuff. But yeah, mostly just in the ground for this one. You cannot use drill over spikes. If you drill over spikes, you will get hit by the spikes. As you can probably imagine. Spikes do hurt. Fun fact. Did you know this? Spikes are very sharp and pointy. Avoid them at all costs. That's some life advice from Shasta right there. Hey. Alright, so two of the biggest nerfs, or the biggest nerf, of course, between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 version of this game was the super jumps. We use it with hammer all the time, and it's really good. This treasure road right here goes from a half a minute treasure road, or less than half a minute treasure road with the hammer super jump. Now just a little bit, now longer, unfortunately, because we lose on that. So yeah, it's about I think a minute or so now. You also have to watch a cutscene on top of that too. It's probably longer in real time. Bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. They had a... Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, for now, the biggest thing of Wild Hammer, one, it's the worst version of Hammer. That's just objective. It does like a 2-hit swing instead of a 3-hit swing. It's very powerful in general, which is the cool thing about it, but... that's alright for sure. We're gonna do this. Almost got them both. Unfortunately, Bonkers, whatever in their spam animation, takes less damage, so I couldn't get one shot on both of them. At least have Wild Hammer like fully upgraded, so that's still at least good. But yeah, okay, that one's actually not. Okay, that was like 15 seconds slower than my fastest with a super jump there. It's like I'll take that for sure. That's faster than I expected it to be. Avoid Spike Vegeta. No, please don't. Spike is awesome. Ah. Professor Shaft should be a segment. I'm hitting, as the kids call it, I'm hitting unk age at this point. I hit 30 like last month, so you know. Maybe I do have to start doing that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. For now, though, we have actually just powerless Kirby for this one. Oops, I did that completely wrong. We're just gonna do this like this. This is not the way we should have done that, but don't worry about it. Ah! They respawn. I've never seen that before. And then the combo would respawn like that, but you know, I guess that's how it be. All right, so we got a fun little way to do this fight here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna hit this Bonkers on the right because they have more health, and I'm gonna group both of them together like this. And then I was supposed to, I didn't fully get that. Never mind. Okay. I'll destroy you like that. So that's what we'll do. You know what? That worked out. That actually worked out still. Okay, that's fine. That was not the way I was intended for that to go, but that's okay. I was trying to get like a quad star by doing a dodge roll behind me. A dodge roll, whenever you use it, slows down time just for a little bit, so you can do whatever at that point, and like usually like a more powerful counterattack. In the case of like dodge roll with powerless Kirby, you just like go backwards a bit. And I was trying to get a quad star there at the same time and hit both of them with the quad star. That was the idea. Didn't go the way I was hoping it would, but it was still fine. By all means, for sure. Yeah, now for Mouth, we're going to push his boats all the way through to the end. Not a whole lot to say here. Let's say we get some messages in here in the meantime before the next treasure road. There's a lot more to explain for sure.
Of course. We do have that still the bid war still there, and then
there we go.
Life. And then again, if you want to donate, !donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page where you can make the direct donation. There's gonna be a lot more incentives opening up later on, so keep your eyes out for that and make sure to get your donations in so we get the incentives met, because incentives met means more games mean more marathon.
I love more marathon. Oh my gosh, I love having more marathon. I would love people to mint some incentives. It'd be awesome.
Speaking of that, new milestone incentive has been opened. It is for Metroid Dread. If met, the runner will do a bonus boss rush on top of the regular run, and it closes at the end of Metroid Dread.
Okay, you want to see that. You want to see that boss rush. Dread is so cool. Dread's such a sick game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite games of all time before then was also Metroid Fusion, which is it's Metroid 4. Dread's Metroid 5. I love Dread. Dread's incredible. That game is such a sick run. And like, oh my god, the boss rush on top of that, that's an incredible incentive. Any incentive it's like a boss rush or like an arena, like we see here for Ultimate Cup Z, you can see there after this run's done, is so cool. You want to meet those. You always want to meet those instead for any marathon. That's just advice right there. More life advice to Shasta, I guess. But yeah, get donations in for that for sure. You want to see that stuff. You absolutely want to see that. Trust me on that one. Yeah, so we're doing multi-mouth here. Multi-mouth, of course, using multiple mouthful modes. That's the idea. As you can see here, we used Cone Bee earlier. Now we used Red Machine for a while. Now we're using Ring Mouth again. Got these. Use it for the boats. So now we're gonna use it for these. Excuse me, these fans here. There we go. I drink some water for this. I've been talking a lot. That's fine. Get this thing across the way here, so we're gonna reveal the spout here for water balloon. Just gonna take it across all the way, so we can clear the way for Scissor Lift. It's still cool to me how like Scissor Lift Kirby is like a hype treasure road in all treasure roads run. I still love that. Like, some of the most unexpected powers, like some of the coolest treasure roads. I think that's pretty great. That's the cool thing about speedrunning sometimes, that like, this thing is normally not super cool. Okay, I do need to drink some water after this. Normally not super cool is actually like the coolest thing ever. You know? Because of this one property that allows it to be cool. There's one like quirk that allows it to be pretty awesome. I think Scissor Lift is one good example of that. Like Claire Neal earlier, also a good example of that, because it just has to skip on it for whatever reason. Ah, jeez. I have a thing in my throat. But thankfully I can drink water right now. I love water. Y'all should drink water too. Water is awesome.
Hydration checks.
Alright. Get some sad faces in the chat here, because there's no super jumps for this treasure road here. This treasure road before was 11 seconds long because of the hammer super jumps. Now it's like a minute and a half long. It's unfortunate. They just put a lot of enemies in this one area because they're supposed to use like this property of masked hammer here in order to be able to like just destroy those enemies quickly, you know. But yeah, it takes forever, as you can see. It's not very fast at all. So we're just kind of doing this for a while until it's over. Mass Hammer normally is a very cool power too, which is a shame. It's fine that we skipped the treasure road for it, like on the Switch 1 version, but yeah, the actual treasure road for itself is kind of a miss for sure, as you can see. I'll give you a little fun, little Kirby and Forgotten Land speedrunning fun fact though. This power is used in the All Treasure Roads run. Even though it is an upgraded version of Hammer, we do actually route in, or not All Treasure Roads, all in the true ending run, the 8% plus post game essentially. It is routed in to be able to actually get this upgrade from DD in the Wall-E Town right at the end. It does save a lot of time on both like movements and like just doing a lot of damage more than anything else. It does so much damage with this attack right here with the full charge spin. Especially one hitboxes of it does like absurd amounts. It's really good. But yeah, like minute and a half there compared to my best there, which is 11 seconds. Unfortunately, that's how it be. The 60 FPS changed, like inadvertently patched super jumps, so yeah. That's how it be, unfortunately. There's Storm Tornado, another power we upgraded on this file in order to do more damage with it. Because Tornado itself is really bad at defeating enemies. I don't know why they decided to have a treasure road where you have to use Tornado to defeat two bosses right at the end of it, but yeah, they decided to do that for whatever reason. Despite the fact that Tornado is really bad at defeating enemies and bosses and stuff. And that's just how it be sometimes. I hit none of them. I was hoping they would home in. Yeah, the cool property of Storm Tornado is the fact that like when you absorb like enemies or like blocks or something or stars into your tornado, you can actually press B to cancel your tornado, and it'll send those enemies like homing in at like whatever's close by. It's really cool. So in this case, I'm gonna suck in these tornado enemies and do that. Do a lot of damage. And of course, the best way to defeat Florinos is just to hit them in the corner like this. just like that, over and over again. Get kind of trapped between the wall and Florina herself, and then bam. That's still very good. Is that best, actually? It was not. It was close. Second off. I'll take that. I felt pretty good overall. All right, 2 more treasure roads. 2 more, and then we're done. We have the last, the second and last Carmouth Kirby treasure road. Again, if you're subscribed to me on Twitch, give me a Shash Drift in the chat. Now is the perfect time to do so. We have to get 5 of these shards all the way around, all around this course here. Simple as that. Take some shortcuts like this one here, of course. Save us some time. Gotta do what we gotta do here for sure. Take over to this one here. Bam, bam. And then there's all 5 shards. We're good, right? Ha 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 ha. Wrong. We have 5 more we have to get here. And yeah, there is one now across this shortcut. Gotta get that real quick. The 4th one's right up here, so we can take actually a tire shave around this turn. We can do that. And do that to get the last one. And now we're good. Now the rare stone spawns, and we're good to go. Nice, that's clean. And now the final one is the Morphonite Sword Treasure Road. This is the power that you get right at the end of the post-game. After you defeat Morphonite, of course, who appears, surprise, surprise, right at the end of the game. Just completely out of nowhere, by the way. It's a really cool twist, but yeah, Morphonite Sword is the best power in the game, by the way. It is the fastest way to move, in general, if you can believe it. It has a lot of like weird quirks to it. For instance, we're shooting out like these little specters that look like Forgo, like Fecto Forgo, or not Fecto Forgo, like yeah, it's like Forgo, which is like one of the like low-key villains of the game. It's not something you see until like way later in the game, essentially. But yeah, we kind of shoot their apparitions out for whatever reason, and that just homers on those enemies there. It just does a lot of damage and defeats them super fast. It's really cool. Now to go through 4 twin boss fights in a row. So first off, we have Twin Florina. We're actually gonna see all the main bosses in the game here, of note. So we got Twin Florina first. With Morphonite Sword, if you charge up all the way, it does that right there. It gives you just a large sword. It's really good. And of course, it also sends out those giant fire tornadoes as well, as if it couldn't be even cooler. I missed that. Okay. No, I'm good back in that. That was kind of shocking. I was trying to go for there if I did miss that. I was trying to keep this giant sword effect into this fight right here as soon as it starts. But unfortunately, because I'd go back for that shard, I had to ban that strategy. That's okay. So once again, one of these, while that is gonna go into shield immediately, it's gonna be the one on the right. Just gonna hit that and then do a lot of damage this way and defeat it. I didn't defeat it because I got hit by the other guy. It's a bit of a shame. But yeah. So Morphonite Sword with fully upgraded for its power and stuff, and just in general, even without that, is just extremely good. It does so much damage in general. The hitboxes are ridiculous. You got that giant sword effect too. It does more damage whenever it's active. It's really good. Speaking of which, we're actually gonna charge into this fight like this to keep the giant sword right at the start, so we can hopefully defeat this left bonkers as fast as possible. Hopefully we can do that. Nice, just like that. Almost got that. It was close. There we go. Okay. Almost the perfect fight there. That's a hard one to do because of the lava all around. I was able to thankfully circumnavigate the lava and not worry about it too much, but that was getting a little hairy there. Alright, so here's a funky little strat. I'm just going to charge my sword right at the start of this fight. This guy on the right here is always going to hit me right at the start, but I get my giant sword right at the start because of that. And then if I just do a slide into them and hit the ground afterwards, they just die. Well, I have a giant sword, of course. I lost it right there, though, so just spam B. Alright, so final shard. This is the final treasure road, so time's going to be as soon as I hit this final rare stone right up here. So get ready for that really soon. I'd say overall it's running pretty well. Shame I couldn't do any of the super jumps, but yeah, switch to upgrade. Blame on that for sure. That's okay. And time. There we go. Got 113.48 on my end at least. Pretty nice run, I would say. Pretty clean, pretty awesome. Got a lot of best splits because of faster load times. Yeah. That is, of course, the benefit of being on Switch 2, is the faster load times, really. But yeah. Good stuff, good stuff.
It was an interesting run to watch.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you. Yeah, I was told to say hi to a Wall D before I do my incentive, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll say hi to Astronomer Wall D. He's the he's from the DLC, so hi. We also sit next to him too if you wanted. Let's sit next to him. Why not? We'll sit on the bench here. There we go. Just having a good time in the park. A great time. Alright. So we're gonna set for my incentive right here. So we're forced to use Morphinite Sword. Like I said, it's the best power in the game. It is extremely good. This is the dodge roll, by the way. This is what it looks like. It is the fastest way to move in this game. Dodge rolling, quote unquote, with a Morphinite Sword. It's really good. And here's all the buffs that are not allowed for the run normally. However, it is allowed for the arenas. The game does emphasize using buffs though. Or I guess boost, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. I'm going to buy a few of these here. I'm going to buy them individually and then use one individually. I'm going to buy 3 attack buffs and then 3 speed buffs. That's the idea. So while I'm doing this, if there's anything to read off, by all means, now's a good time.
Well, again, we're going to plug for the bid war that is going to close at the end of our next run, which would be either save or abandon the animals. I really want to make this a closer race. I mean, I know it's already like $90 and $14, but
Which one?
Hey. And then we do have...
Which one's winning currently?
Ooh, sorry. In the lead, that would be... I think it was save. Yes, it was save at 90 and abandon.
I
was
see
at
people
14.
don't want the runners to PB. I can't believe it. They could PB if you ban the animals. I'm just saying. It's okay. The animals will escape anyways. They're in Metroid Fusion. Canonically they're there anyways. It's fine. That's how it works. I had to throw that in there. Metroid's one of my favorite series in general. I love Metroid, so yeah. Alright, so here's Ultimate Cup Z. With the Kirby and Forgotten Land DLC, Ultimate Cup ZEX exists. I'm still trying to like learn how to do it a lot faster. I'll do that eventually myself, but... And of course, submissions for this came out for Completithon, you know, before this got announced, so yeah. That's okay. That's how it'd be. But yeah, Ultimate Cup Z time. This is the second hardest arena of Kirby and Forgotten Land. It's still pretty tricky though. It's still pretty tricky. As you can see there, my times on the side, it has a little like red and blue icon that indicates that I'm using an attack boost and a speed boost. And we're gonna use that here too. So if we're right on time, we will do the thing. This category goes by in-game time. Might as well time in real time because, you know, might as well. Why not? You know. Not sure if we're right on time though. But if we are, I'll just do the thing. Timer's reset on stream. Okay, we are ready to go. Cool. I had to be sure. All right, I guess let's do it. So 3, 2, 1, go. I forgot. I have to go into here. 3, 2, 1, go. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Real time doesn't matter. It's fine. Who cares? Don't reset. It's fine. All right, but yeah. So we have attack buffs. We have attack boosts for 600 seconds, along with a fully powered a fully powered Morphinite sword, most powerful ability in the entire game. So as you can see, we're gonna decimate all these like more powerful versions of all of these, just of all these bosses here. They're just getting absolutely destroyed. So there we go. Phantom Silly-Dillo is way down in a short amount of time. It just absolutely decimates all of them. It's so good. That being said, though, there is still some tricky parts about this run. Even though we are using the best ability in the game and like the best version of it, it can possibly be. Some of the layer bosses are actually like really hard still, even with this. So here's Phantom King Deity. This is the boss of World 4 normally in the main game. Sildo is boss of World 5, by the way. I forgot to even mention that, but yeah. And we're gonna fight two main bosses here. Looks like I think it's Bonkers in the Florina, if I recall correctly. Yep, there we go. Let's go do a double spin like that. And then another one here. Just kidding, I got the sword just in time. Don't have to do that at all. Big sword. Yeah, and normally between phases, bosses take less damage in general. But if you do enough damage before that phase happens, you get their health down a lot more in general. So we can just use that to our advantage for those mini bosses especially. And just get absolutely wrecked. The tornadoes do a lot of damage, especially at Tropic Woods. This is the boss of World 2 normally. More powerful version of it, etc, etc. There we go. I could have done like maybe a full charge there and maybe save some more frames, but that's alright. I love his goatee, by the way. His goatee of like palm fronds there in the front. It's very good. We love a low and wispy woods. Alright. I'm gonna try and hit this correctly at the right time. Ah, just off. That's fine. Just a bit off. Hope I can get this kill here in time. That'd be awesome. I can't. Never. I did. Never. We're good. Okay. No. False alarm. False alarm. False alarm. We're good. We got it. That avoided a like 15-second long attack where like Clawline cloned herself and like hits me over and over again. The last one's always the real one. Takes a little bit normally. We avoid like we're doing a lot more damage because of that and like the long attack in general, long animation there. And there's Gormondo, by the way. There's Phantom Gormondo. He's done already. That is the first boss of the game. Clawline's the third boss of the game. Now we're gonna fight two mini bosses again. This is gonna be Wild Edge into Wild Frosty. Wild Frosty first. Never mind. I had to do it wrong. That's why I forgot for a sec. But we're good. Yeah, two double spins, two double charge spins just destroys them absolutely. Nothing to worry about. They gone. Alright, the last 5 bosses are the exact same every time. So now we're gonna fight Man Knight, by the way. He's gonna provide us with his own sword at the start of the fight, but honestly, get that out of here. You don't need that. Ah, I almost got that off in time. Be unfortunate. Let's see if I can get this. He's about to fly away at the very start of his next phase, which I can't really hit him before then. I was trying to. I'm pretty sure if you do have damage to him before that phase, you can actually defeat him before it comes down here, but I could be wrong. I think I saw an IL of this one time do that. It's really hard though, to say the least, to be able to set that up, but yeah. Oh! I was about to get this here, but here we go. Well, he's essentially defeated here. I just had to get that and all of that. Okay. We got the clash there, the clash of swords. So I had to like mash my way out of there. That was cool. Yeah, Man Knight only appears in the arenas. He's not normally in the game otherwise. I got too close. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm beefing it. That's what I'm doing. Alright, music changes after this first phase is done. As per the usual. This second part's kind of an auto-scroller for just a second here. This mirror's gonna tip the arena down. So you go towards the center here every time. Like that, so I can do some damage. Just like that, and do just enough with my quad sword swing to defeat them. Before going to the lava and have to get respawned out. Alright, so Phantom Leon, or Forgo Leon. This boss here is really difficult. Mostly in trying to make cycles, but also like this first phase, it's very easy to get hit by him. But I am doing well. Just until then, just kidding. I wasn't enough to defeat him. I was hoping it wouldn't be. Perfect. Now we're into phase 2. The Morphinite's sword, so we're still good. He's able to evade that. That's still good. Nice. Try and get full hit here. I was trying to avoid that cutscene, but that's okay. Only loses time in real time, as you can see on the top of the screen. Beacon time is not going currently. Yeah, he still just has a lot of HP, and just his attacks are very massive and stuff. Like that fight earlier when I was practicing, I got close to actually dying in that fight. Despite, and I haven't mentioned this yet, despite the fact that Morphinite's sword actually also heals you whenever you do like any hits with it. It's kind of procs a heal on top of that. Very small heal, mind you, but it's still something. It's not normal for a power to heal you. That's all I know. It's normal for other things in Kirby series to heal you, but not a power like this. If I get hit by this Forgo here, this Forgo spirit, then like it like flips my screen on the side. It's kind of cool, but also it's very disorienting. Yeah, Morphinite's really hard. First run is really hard. And just in general, the fight itself is just not easy. I was trying to quad star it. That would have been perfect. I got a quad star earlier when I was practicing this, and like I was able to keep that and just do a lot of damage before even defeating Morphinite normally. I was able to spit out my thing there, and then essentially just get it back to go into this final fight. Which, by the way, I'm gonna watch this cutscene. It's really cool, genuinely. Why not? You know, it's been going well so far. So this is a more powerful version of the final boss. This is a more powerful version of Fecto Elphalus, called the Chaos Elphalus. Look at that design. It's so sick. It's so cool. And the DLC, the being that appears there, that's similar to Chaos Elphalus, is also so cool. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. I'm gonna try and dodge roll this. Nice. If I dodge out of the way, I can do a hit like that. You got me there. I'm shocked. Okay. Ah, come on. Okay. I was gonna waste time. Dang it. They're about to die. They're 1 away from dying. That's a shame. Yeah, there we go. See. Literally 1 hit away. Hey. Alright. Yeah, phase 2, as you can see here. Massive. Creates a massive freaking, like... just... like, apparition? Whatever you want to call that. Just in the background here to defeat you. Try and defeat you, at least. Oh, I forgot you're doing that. That's fine. The second phase, thankfully, is pretty free. You have to follow the shadow here, and the shadow is over here. So we can just do that now, and should be defeated in a second, unless I did that. That's okay. There we go. All right, there we go. That is the fight. But you didn't think that was the final boss, did you? You didn't think that was the final boss, did you? Are you silly? Are you silly? Look at this thing. We gotta fight the orb here. This is the real big bad. This is the real thing controlling Chaos Elphalus. And listening closely. And here we are. That's a line taken directly from the plot, the main story of the game, where, where like Fecta Forgo like this tries to trick the player into thinking like everything's fine essentially. They're like, and here we are, right at the end of the tour. It's very disturbing and very cool. I love it. I love they call back to that in this fight. It's genuinely so sick. Yeah, a lot of the attack animations of this fight are based off of like stuff like the final boss of Kirby Canvas Curse. You're gonna see a few attacks that are like very similar to that one. And of course, you hear the music ramping up. It's so good. The ramp up is incredible here. I love it so much. The song array is incredible, but like it just goes straight into like the second half of the song where it doesn't let out the gas. You know, it's so good. Alright, we got some hits on it. That's good. Try and get some more hits here. Death? Oh, not enough. That's fine. Yeah, this attack especially is based off of Canvas Curse. if you played that game, you know. And it should be done right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, it's time. I forgot to call out. Sorry. I think I would defeat them that quickly. It did not go that fast in my it did not go that fast in my practice runs. But there we go. Good stuff. I kept Morphite Sword the whole way. That's good. A few of my practices, I in fact did not keep Morphite Sword the whole way, so I'm glad I kept it the whole way there. And fun fact, so Ultimate Cup Z actually completes the entirety of the game's story, funnily enough, until the DLC, of course. Where now the evil's defeated, Fecto Forgo is gone. Elphalus just absorbs Fecto Forgo here, our little friends. And now they're extremely powerful being. They're extremely powerful, and look at them. They look so powerful, right? But there we go. That should just complete the story in the end of the entirety of the game, which is not how it normally is for Kirby, but it's for this game, and that's awesome. Yeah, if you haven't played Kirby in the Forgotten Land, by the way, y'all should do that. Y'all should get on that, especially the Switch 2 upgrade. It's like the best Kirby game. There's so much to do in it. It's extremely good. As someone who's played the entire Kirby series and has speedrun many games this entire series, yeah, play this game. Please do. You owe it to yourself if you like Kirby at any capacity to play this game. And that was 7 seconds off my best. I'll take that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. I'll take that for sure. Yeah, that's Ultimate Cup Z. That's my run of Kirby in Forgotten Land. I will eventually do runs of Ultimate Cup Z EX. But I've been doing runs of the Kirby in Forgotten Land DLC if anyone's interested in that. Be sure to follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/mr_Shasta. I'm also doing a thing called DS Destruction. We're trying to beat every Nintendo DS game ever made. That's my favorite system. So, yeah, if you like Nintendo DS, if you like Kirby, be sure to follow my stream, especially. Yeah, if you want to see the Forgotten Land DLC done fast, I've gotten it under an hour now. It's really cool. It's a very fun run. Hoping I'll submit that to at HDQ very soon. But yeah, for now, after this, we got some cool runs to ground for all that. We have the Super Metroid Co-op, if I recall correctly, Co-op Hundo. Please watch that. Please donate for banning the animals because they gotta go fast. But for now, y'all have a good one. I'll see you later.
Welcome back to Completithon 2025. That was an awesome, awesome run of Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I had such a great time watching that, and thank you everybody for making that milestone so we could see that incentive be met. It was awesome to watch.